Hi guys, so today I'm going to try out Spellbinders' new die set from the Happy Harvest collection. This is the Wagon Full of Fall. They did send these items free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So I did try out earlier the Happy Harvest stamp set, the Fall Greetings, along with the Scarecrow die set. Super adorable. This is the little wagon. I talked about it, but today we're going to use it. So as you can see, the wagon pieces are here. So we have like the little wood kind of slats, or yeah, and then there's like a little frame that you can put around that. You know, you can cut this out of like a metal color, or maybe a rust color. That'd be really cute to make it look like older, you know, however you want. There's this little die in the center that you can pop out. You can inlay or not use it, however you want to decorate that with. And that same thing, you know, you can also put like a little sentiment in there, however you want to use that. Little handle here. I guess it goes down there. Straw, like just to make it look like there's some hay in there. We have little leaves, the little wheels, and then some accents for the wheels. Beautiful little flower. Apple, oh my gosh, that's adorable. The little pumpkin and gourd, which is the cutest, and then it is a little accent piece for the little stems. So what I'm going to do is grab some paper and we'll start cutting some. I think I might incorporate some of the fall traditions things in this video also, because I have this cute little like banner set that I haven't used yet. It actually comes from the Fall Traditions Open House Thankful set, which really goes to the open house like the door. But I love that it has this little banner, so I thought that might be cute to add to our little project. So we have that, and it has the words thankful with the step, and then the little pennant, so you can color it in, you know, easily just run that through, and you have those 5 different pieces cut out, and you can pop them on your little background. And then I do have a stamp set that I'll probably be using again with a Happy Harvest stamp set for our sentiment. And then we get started. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm going to start cutting our basic pieces. And you know, I was mentioning that this is an inlay, and it is, but this part also cuts out on its own too. So this whole area would be cut out. So this is really more for just a sentiment. So sorry, I didn't want to confuse, but it's just that you can package it that way so it looks nicer when they put it on the carrier. So that's kind of how that works. So sorry, I think I misspoke on that one. Okay, so I am going to cut this one out. We'll leave this to the side for now, out of some black paper. I think the little wheels I will also cut out of black paper. I'll see if any of this accent pieces are not. Oh, wait on that. The handle also out of black paper. Oh, it'd be cute if it was like red. The little wagon. And then this, what's the wood piece out of this craft paper. And that'll be our basic wagon, and then we'll go from there. You know, as I'm cutting this, I was looking closer at this. I think this has like the spokes like it would be made out of wood. So I'm going to cut this from brown paper, or probably the same craft cardstock. And these are the accent pieces to that. So if you want that to be like black, like if it has rubber on there, or a darker brown, so it looks like an accent, however you want to play with that, I'm just going to cut this piece out of the black paper. Okay, I'll run that through and I'll be back. Okay, so 4 pieces here. And this is definitely the kind of project I think that can do with a little distressing, just to make it look a little older, you know? So I'm going to grab a little finger dauber because the items are a little bit smaller. And I just have some ink here. This one's a little bit dark, but I'm just going to go around. Some of this is not going to show because of the way the framing goes over this. But I'm just going to distress it here and there. And same thing with the little wheels, especially. Almost make them look like a whole different color. And then we have the black pieces. Now you can distress black. Like I said, you might think it's not going to show up, but black on black does show up if you want to distress that. I'm going to pass on that right now. And I'm going to, oh my gosh, you guys, how cute. Okay, I'm going to put that on there. And to glue that together, it looks like we just really need the glue on these longer slats or bars. A little bit here. Doesn't look like it's really touching there, so okay, we'll put that there and just line it up with the little wood. How cute is that? Even the attention to detail, because like the wood is cut in fun ways and it's back there, but you know, you can kind of see that poking through. So really sweet. Let me move this down just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to add these little black pieces on both wheels. And for the center of the wheel too. Well, you don't really have to put this on here, but I'm going to do that. Oops. I should put the glue on the little spoke, or the little piece, not the spokes. And then I'm going to cut it one more time because that die cuts out the two edges, but it doesn't cut out the second little circle. So I'm going to cut one of those out, get this one assembled, and I'll be right back. So we have our little set. I'm not going to put it together quite yet because just depending on where I put like different things, you know, I might have this out here, however, and the little wheels. So what I'm going to do is cut several things. So I was looking at this little piece. Again, it's the like sentiment die that you can pop in here. A lot of these pieces here from the fall greetings fit in there. So thankful for you, happy harvest fits in there, hello fall fits in there. And so, you know, that's one way to use that. I'll think about that in just a minute. I just want to show you that. So what I'm going to do is cut some different colors of leaves out of just scrap papers, maybe a pumpkin or two. The little gourd is so sweet, so we'll get that gourd going. Yeah, I think that's what I'll use. And then the little toppers for the pumpkin and gourd. So I will be right back. And then some hay. I have like a light straw color. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I have all my pieces cut. And I'm just going to use the same brown to distress these little guys. You can use, you know, color on color, so like orange on orange or however you want to do that. I'm just going to take a little of this and go around each thing. I'm going to paper piece the gourd back into itself, so I'm not doing much with that right now. The little pieces that came out of here, we'll talk about that in just a minute. And all the little leaves, oops, that did not come out. There we go. Again, just lightly distressing everything. I'll be right back. So we have our pieces here. Oh, I was going to, on this little guy, just to piece it back together. Again, you can put like dimensional adhesives on the back of that. You can put it however you like. I'm just going to put a strip of best craft tape ever, or best ever craft tape. And I'm just going to pop it in here so that it sticks to there, sticks to here, and cut off that little excess. So it's sticky on the one side. And you can do it, you know, with any tape. I'm just going to pop that back in there. But you can also, you know, cut a different color and pop that in there, because I know a lot of times gourds do have like green and beige or tan or whatever colors they're kind of mixed up. I'm going to use this piece of plaid paper, I think, to place everything on. So I'm just going to glue this down. Standard A2 size card base from the Spellbinders card kits. And then I have my paper here cut to 4 by 5 1/4. I usually like doing 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. That's also a nice mat. And then I have all my little guys here. I'm just going to put them to the side for now. Oh, I guess one last thing before I get too far ahead of myself here. I'm going to put the little tops on my pumpkin and the gourd. So I'll just glue these down. And I will be right back. Okay, so let's bring this guy back over. That's basically our focal point. So cute. Something like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is glue basically down in here, because everything else is going to be kind of pushed in there. So I just want to make sure this is glued down pretty good. Like that. A little glue seeping out here. And then this little guy. I'm gluing it down straight, but a lot of these things you can also give some dimension to, pop it up. Hold that down. And like these little guys, you want to put a little dimension on there. You can definitely do that. I'm just going to glue them down. So cute. Okay, and then I'm just going to spend some time kind of tucking things in here. Probably start with the hay in the back. Ah. I'm basically going to fill this in, so I'm just going to put glue wherever. And so that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend time tucking everything in, okay? And I'll be right back. Super cute, very fall, little muted colors there. So with this little guy, I'm gonna cut the little bunting. Now again, we can decorate our wagon with this, which is adorable. I think what I'm gonna do is decorate the card top though, at the top area. So I cut that out of the craft paper up here, I think is what I'm gonna do. But again, I mean, you can crisscross this however you like. You can put it on your little guy. How cute. And then with this piece, I'm just going to cut a few random colors, like from the oranges and whatever other colors I think might look nice with this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just did like the kind of deeper orange and like cream colors, so I'll just come in here, and it's much easier to put the glue on here and then pop your pieces on. So I will just go, you know, orange cream, and if I want to distress them, I'll distress them after everything's on, instead of distressing every piece like on its own. Okay. And I will be back. Okay, and like I mentioned, after it's kind of dried and ready to go, do a little distressing. Just here and there. And then I'm going to glue these guys on here. See. So cute. Now, you can make it look like, see how this one's a little bit curved up, you know, a little fun. So you just put a little glue here, a little glue there. I'm going to go ahead and glue it flat, but that's also a very cute look. Just like in here. And I'll glue this one down on the other side. Okay, so I have just like a little cream colored piece of paper here. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it, and leaving enough room so I can see that there. And let's do Happy Harvest. Again, these are photopolymer stamps. First time I've used this one, so I'm going to make sure. I have to stamp it a couple times. Not bad. So sweet. Okay, and I'm just going to run this through, eyeballing just about there. Tape that down and run it through, and I'll be right back. Okay, so cute. Of course, we're going to distress that. And I'll put some dimensionals on this. Just cut a piece. Oh, I have stuff on there from before. A little bit too big. And there it is, super sweet card, really adorable. I love the plaid and the way it plays off of that kind of rustic look. And then you can put your little Happy Harvest like right in here. I'm putting it straight, but, well, it is pretty straight. You know, it depends on your wagon. Do you want to do it this way or however, but I'm just putting it straight on there. And a little bit more this way. There we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have images for you, links in the description box. Thank you so much, Spellbinders, for sending these items for review. Love the way it all came together. Alright guys, I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.